Hello and welcome back to our channel. Today we are going to talk about staff training parts and one of the most important topic that we have in behavioral science in hotels and restaurants. And let's skip the small talk and dive straight into our main topic, which is when a guest is celebrating something but doesn't say it loud to you, to your staff. How to catch the clue and create loyalty. For example, a guest is on a date, birthday, anniversary, and special moment, but your staff doesn't realize it or realize it too late. What should you do? Did you think about it before? Every time, in every place and point, we have a chance to create loyalty. And today we are gonna speak about, talk, and explain about how we obtain this loyalty, even at the late moment. Uh, Behavioral economics inside for this post is recognition bias, emotional silence, pick and roll, and reciprocity. For example, you have seen it, a couple is dressed a little nicer, a family quiet cleans glasses before the meal, or a guest at the hotel asks for a room with a view, but you can understand that it is not a normal request. It is maybe it's a special moment for them. You just feel it. But most of the staff don't know what to do, or after you miss this moment, you start to think what we should do at that time, but you don't know. Uh, you know, most of the time, guests don't want a free dessert or a bottle of wine. They want a moment. You have to create a feeling, a moment for them, and your staff missed it. The easiest win in hospitality. What's happening psychologically? What the guests think really actually. Special occasions activate recognition biases. They need to feel seen or celebrated. They want that. If your team notices and responds, even in a small way, um, the emotional value skyrockets. If they don't, the guests feel emotionally invisible. The thing that we really don't want it, and may rate the whole experience lower, even if the service was technically fine, because they really don't want it. So special, luxurious thing. No, they want a moment. Even a candle. Even you can turn on candle for them. Uh, what we recommend to staff, to hotelier staff, to hotels staff, to restaurant staff, what to do. We train them to look and listen. You have to be sharp. You have to have confidence and see the sign of celebration and act fast, think fast. The one of the things that Ritz Carlton is famous for that is for example, they um, consider uh, for example, 1,500 dollar or euro for each staff to do what they need to do at the special moments For example, sometimes your staff need to do very quickly, think very fast what to do. And if they uh, want to, for example, call the manager, and if the manager was available or not, and they simply miss that time. But if they have a little bit budget free for them in their mind, they are not budget for your stuff. There is kinds of budget that you allocate for each staff to handle, to solve the guest problem and spend for your guests. It is always a good way approach for your hotel, especially if you are 4 stars hotel, 5 stars, uh, obviously. They can ask, for example, is this a special evening for you both? Or you look like you're celebrating something exciting. Should we bring out something fun for you? Then deliver something small but thoughtful. Don't think that you have to do a lot of thing to allocate a lot of time, budget. No, just a candle and dessert, a card signed by a staff, a table with a view, a glass of sparkling water in a wine glass for kids, especially for families. And make the kids satisfied. Parents will be satisfied too. Uh, why this work? In behavioral science, behavioral economics, we say emotional silence. People remember the feeling of being honored for far more than what was served. Pick and rule. A simple happy anniversary, happy birthday can become the emotional highlight of their stay. Reciprocity bias. Guests who feel recognized give back with bigger tips, better reviews, or return visits. What we really want. There are the mistakes that you have to avoid them. They are forbidden. Waiting until the guests tell you. That's reactive, not magical. Overdoing it without asking. Some guests want subtly. And some guests are introverted. They don't want to make it busy, to make it exaggerated. So don't overdoing for themselves. Just some options, some tips, some notes, some uh, it shouldn't be a big matter. Thinking only expensive gifts create emotional impact. uh how to train your team. Role play it, play it and play it again. Date nights, parent-child dinners, solo birthday. Play with each other, play with each other these scenarios, and so they will understand what they do. Teach soft starter lines. Are we celebrated something? These kinds of sentences, these lines, are helpful for your staff to know, or train it before um hire them. You picked a great place for a big moment. Want us to market? It can be good sentences. Empower them to give small surprises without approval. Bonus behavioral trick. Even if you find out late and strong, because sometimes happen, what should we do? You can, for example, email them. You can, for example, if they are here, but it's their final moment in your hotel, you can prepare a note for them. For example, we just heard about your anniversary, we just heard about your birthday, so we wanted to surprise you with this on the house. Happy celebration, happy anniversary. Even a late gesture save the memory and builds emotional loyalty. Bottom line, Special occasions are where average services become unforgettable. If your staff learns to catch unspoken celebration and respond creatively, your business become not just a place to eat or sleep, but a place to remember. Now we are reviewing some case of studies. First, obviously, the most important is the Ritz Carlton Hotel. I think this this sign is for Montreal, but Ritz Carlton in London is the most famous hotel of Ritz Carlton in the world. Uh, we start with some scenario that have happened in these hotels before. A couple checked in for weekend stay. Okay, it's normal until now. The man casually mentioned, "We haven't had a weekend away like this since our wedding." What they did, really? What happened? Without being prompted further, staff left a handwriting note in the room. Later that evening, along with a complimentary dessert and 2 glasses of champagne, to a beautiful couple, what they wrote, to a beautiful couple, may this weekend be just as special as your wedding. Why it worked? As I mentioned before, recognition bias. They, you know, they felt seen, they felt visible. Pick and roll, the emotional high of returning to the room created strong memory. Justification. They felt the experience was worth the price. These these methods, kind of methods, really help the hotels with 5 stars, um, because most of the services are expensive, and even the price for a room for a night. But these kinds of behavior can convey meaning to your guests that, okay, I spent this amount of money, but that was worth it. Uh, the second case study is Balthazar Restaurant at the New York City. Uh, the situation was a young solo dinner was spotted quietly enjoying a dress with a lit birthday candle brought by herself. So she was alone, and obviously it was her birthday. The server notices but wasn't sure how to respond at first. What did they do? Instead of asking a question, I recommend you don't ask a lot of questions. Just one sentence or no, not at all if everything was obvious. The server brought over a staff signed card and offered a free espresso with a warm message. You are never alone on your birthday here. Happy birthday from all of us. Uh, it is very important when you see a guest who's sitting alone and celebrating something, just to be sure that um, it's kind of tough. It's difficult to understand, but you can ask some sentences, because sometimes they prefer to be alone. So you shouldn't do a lot of things for them. But sometimes they don't have family, they don't have friends, and feel alone. So in this time, it is better to be with them. For example, 10 minutes, uh, 15 minutes, be with them, celebrating with them. But if they prefer to be alone and like that loneliness, so it's better just to do some uh, great things, but not a lot. Uh, just show that we understand and we care about you. Just this, not do it a lot. The server brought over self-signed card and always prepare some gift card or this special card in your restaurant or your hotel. They are useful. And offer free espresso with a warm message, or you can offer wine or champagne. And why it worked? The guest didn't ask for attention, but received care anyway. It is good. Emotional silence, as I told you before, and confirmation bias. The guest began viewing the whole evening as special. So it is your chance to have your guest again in your restaurant, in your hotel, uh, maybe next time with her friends or your family. Uh, and oh, you can see here, we had a result. They are real cases, so the results are real. The dinner shared the experience on social media, tagging the restaurant and saying this meant more than they will ever know. Case study 3, the Atlantis Resort in Bahamas. It's really beautiful hotel. What was the situation? A family checked into the resort. Family. So when you heard family, just think about your that their kids. Kids in family are the most important um, part that you have to attention to them. A family checked into the resort, and while reviewing dining option at the Sunset, the mom casually said, "It is my daughter's first time traveling for her birthday." What they did, stepped quietly at the birthday flag and balloon to the breakfast table the next morning. So you can see here, they didn't understand, they didn't know at the first place, but after they understand, uh, they prepare something to show that they care about you and they didn't forget. Don't forget these things. Uh, they prepare flag, birthday flag, and balloon to the breakfast table at the next morning and address by name. You use the name of your guests, even if they're friendly, you can call them with their you know their first name, but sometimes it's not good, so you have to see what is the situation. But it's very good if you have a sharp mind and remember their name, and uh, and from the duration of their staying, call them twice, three times their name. It really have a good impact on their mind. uh A resort mascot character also showed up to say happy birthday. Why it worked? So um we spoke before, parents felt support without having to ask. Memory anchoring, that moment became the emotional highlights of the trip, and social sharing. Photos of surprise were posted online. Free marketing. It is good to always train your staff how they can behave, how they can do to have a free marketing. There are a lot of ways to do. You don't have to spend a lot of money. The result, the family extended their stay and booked another visit for the next year, citing the personal attention as the reason. And that is the end of our story for today, our post for today. And we're going back with the strength training 7. Thank you for watching me, and please, if you like this video, these kinds of video, if you are a hotelier, if you have a boutique hotel, and or you are a restaurant owner, like this video if you liked it, or subscribe to my channel and subscribe to my channel. And you can find my contact info in my website, in YouTube, and I have an email. I prefer communicate with email. You can email me freely, shoot me an email, and um, I can speak with you. We can analyze your hotel, your restaurant, and I can recommend a very good options for you to boost and improve your scores in booking.com, in the Forks, and other platforms. Thank you so much. See you later.